My name is Tina Lopez Botello, and this is my Sound Project 1 memoir on how friendship groups influenced me to become a better person. I moved to the US in second grade, not knowing anyone or having knowledge of the language. My second grade teacher had asked a classmate of mine to teach me English and become my friend. We'll call her Cammy. She had short blonde hair, light skin, and brown eyes. We got along great. I was shy since I didn't understand or speak English. I was very serious and intimidating as a kid. Cammy would always help me out whenever one of the boys picked on me. In third grade, we had different teachers, and for me, who was still new to the country, that made me very anxious, since I had to deal with a lot of new experiences. I forgot when I met Cammy's new friends. Most of my memories from elementary school are a blur. One of my earliest memories with one of them was in the second grade, but I don't remember us hanging out with her. We all started hanging out as a group, I think around the third grade. I was a brutally honest kid, and I didn't know how to understand other people's emotions at all. So whenever one of them was crying, mad, or having a bad day, I would ignore them and keep to myself while the others were by their side comforting them. This continued, and eventually I started to notice I wasn't very well liked among our group or our grade. Needless to say, I still hung out with them because it was too late to integrate myself with another group without rumors being spread. When we started middle school, I noticed the group started distancing themselves from me. I would try to talk to them or ask them questions about homework, but they would just ignore me and continue their conversations as if they never heard me. They would usually only talk to me when they needed help on a math or wanted my opinion on something. But when I didn't say what they wanted to hear, they would say my opinion was stupid. This continued all the way up to the third quarter of 8th grade. Eventually in 8th grade, my friend group had gotten very toxic, to the point that one of them had decided to hide my backpack from me, while the others covered up for her. I asked Cammy if she knew who it was who hid my stuff. She told me she didn't know, but I knew she did. So after asking her a couple more times, she told me who it was. But that wasn't all she told me. She told me how no one in her group liked me, that they couldn't stand me, and that she only became my friend because she was asked to, and that she never wanted to be a friend from the beginning. Most of what she told me I already knew, I just didn't want to accept it. But the one thing I did not know was that she'd never wanted to be my friend from the start. After that, I was no longer on talking terms with any of them. I decided to leave them, and I asked a classmate of mine from my performing arts class to let me hang out with her and her friend group for about a week, just so that I could take a breather. However, after hanging out with my classmate for a week, I realized my old friend group was basically boring me for about 5 years. I also realized I was better off without them. And to this day, I'm still hanging out with my classmate and her group of friends, who became my best friends. They're always reminding me of the time I took to ask them I would only be hanging out with them for about a week. They never drop it, but it's really funny to me. If I'm being honest, I wasn't very happy when I was hanging out with my childhood friends. Whenever I was with them, I never felt appreciated. They hardly ever listened to what I had to say, or when I was talking. They never asked me how I was doing. They were always moving my things aside to make room for their own stuff. I was never able to be myself around them. But that all changed when I met my classmate and her other friends. With them, I felt appreciated. They listened to what I had to say. They asked me how I was doing, and they always knew when I was upset or having a bad day. I've become more affectionate than I have ever been since the second grade thanks to them. I've learned what real friends are and how to appreciate things in life a little bit more. They helped me to value myself. Anyway, I became more confident in myself. Overall, I'm grateful to have met my childhood friends and have gone through that toxic friendship. I never would have met my current friend group if it wasn't for that. It allowed me to become a better person and a better friend, among other things.